Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. So I'm going to take it back to the early 90s. You obviously had the Sega Genesis. Games are renowned for kind of the hardcore. You got Mortal Kombat with the blood, and then you had games like Night Trap for the Sega CD. So definitely adult oriented. But what's interesting, a system came out by Sega in '93 that was specifically targeted towards kids. So let's go check it out real quick, shall we? Okay, so the system is I'm referring to is Sega Pico. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. It came out in '93 in Japan, '94 in the States. It's an educational system targeting kids ages anywhere from 2 to 8, I suppose, would probably be their target demographic. It sold really well. It sold games in Japan up until 2005, which is pretty crazy about that. So this is the handle. It comes with a handle. It kind of looks like a laptop. It's very sturdy and well-built machine. It's got your AV cables, but it's got mono sound only. And then it's got your AC adapter, which is actually the standard one you use for the Sega Genesis. Now, this is a 16-bit system. And I'm going to open up like so. So to open up, you got to push the yellow button here. You open up. This is where you do all the work. You don't write on it. You got this pen here. Now, what's crazy is the pen. It looks like there's a ball here. It's not. It doesn't roll. So there's some kind of sensor on that. So when you move your pen, like so, it's like a mouse. You see it on the screen as well. You can choose your colors. So to paint, and it's kind of a select button here. You can also select things by clicking down. You hear that click? That's how you select things for clicking down. Now the cartridges look like this. This is kind of interesting. They're books, story books, and you've got your ROM there. And to plug it in, you just plug it like so, and you snap it in. And to get it out, there's a clip here, and you just snap it out. What's crazy is you've got, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but you've got these sensors here. And when you turn the page. Now what you see on this page here is what you see on the screen, which is kind of cool. So if you were to flip the page, see how that kind of covers up that last sensor? It's going to automatically know it's on this page, and it's going to show it on the screen. There's a whole bunch of games you can play. There's math games and stuff like that. And again, if you switch it, you're going to see this page. This is like an artist one, so you can pick and draw and paint and stuff like that. It's kind of a way for kids to express their artistic talent, so to speak. There were, probably 20 or so games released for the system. I only got a few. I've got this Mickey Mouse one. I've got the Lion King, and I've got Math Antics with 101 Dalmatians. These games, this pops up on eBay every once in a while. I think I picked the system up for like $20 with everything, so it wasn't too bad. Shipping probably was more than the system, I think. So, because it's a pretty bulky system. So let's check it out. Let's look it up, and let's see some of the games here. Okay, thanks. Okay, for some reason the audio didn't capture when it captured this game, so bear with me. It has probably something to do with it being mono, not stereo. But we're gonna check out Mickey's. Now this is the first page, and there's different hidden games in each page. This is like a clock. You're supposed to kind of see digital to. It's supposed to help you learn how to read a clock, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to check out the next page. This particular game takes you through time. You got to chisel a wheel here. Now there were a couple games that came out for the system as well. I mean, some of the most popular ones. There was a Sonic game that was released. There's also Ecco, the Dolphin game that was also released. Here's another page. I guess I did something. Okay, so this is, I guess, something to do with Da Vinci or something. Alright, so yeah, you can basically customize different, the Mona Lisa. You can change the nose and change the outfits. This particular Mickey Mouse game, to be quite honest with you, is not that fun. there's other games, better games for the system. This is actually one mini game that's it's pretty enjoyable. You got to match the different colors using the pen. Now, obviously, this one's easy, but it gets a little bit more challenging. You'll see in the next couple levels that you can't hit the walls or anything like that. You can't cross wires. Oh, see. And I'm sure this is how they did it back in the day. This is how they made electricity, I'm sure, right? Okay, we got the Wright brothers, North Carolina, South Carolina area, I believe, right? So you basically have to chisel a propeller. Wow, look at those graphics. And to chop, you got to push down the pen. Now, the very last page of each game has like a color book. And what's crazy is there's images in this book, and I didn't show you in the video, but you click on the book itself, and it knows which color you want, and it knows which item you want. So this is automatically filling in, and then I can kind of fill it in afterwards. But it's strange. I don't know how the sensors know that I'm clicking on this particular part of the book. I mean, for early 90s, it's pretty cool. So, okay, oops. Yeah, that doesn't look so good. Okay, so let's check out the other game. This is the second game on this review. This is the Lion King. I'm a big fan of Lion King for the Genesis, by the way. Awesome game. I really wish the audio turned out for this because the soundtrack's pretty good too on this game. But that's alright. So this is the first page, and each of these things in the corners is a different game. So this particular game, you've got to follow the frog sequence. You got to hop on each rock the same, otherwise, So it's kind of memorization game. And I'm that. See that paw moving around? That's my mouse or cursor. Okay, so you guys can kind of get the idea here. It's a memorization game. So this is the next page, and I'm just going to click on a random icon here. And this is kind of now those color things you saw in the corner there in the review. You can use those as directional pads. So that's what I'm doing here, and it's just basically a maze, and you got to follow it. And it obviously gets progressively harder as the mazes go on. But this game by far is a lot better than the Mickey Mouse game. I'll be honest with you. This is the next page. This is kind of I don't know. Is his name Timon or no Simba, right? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. Good movie, but it's been a while. But this is kind of like Kaboom, I guess. You're supposed to catch the flies before they hit the ground. The frustrating thing about this game is you're so slow to eat it, and he's so slow to move. You can't get the flies in time a lot of times. So I don't know. Here's another game. I don't know. It must be like matching pairs. I don't quite understand this, but it's telling me I have to use my pen. See, and it will tell you what you need to use. So I don't quite understand this one. Okay, so this is the last page of the book, and this is just basically drawing. And let's see what I say here. But again, I'm going to show you here in a minute what I mean by the icons, and I can click on a certain icon, and then I can kind of place on wherever I want. It's actually pretty responsive, surprisingly. I have really sloppy handwriting. Thanks for watching, guys. And here I'm going to click on an image here, and here you'll see what I mean. You can click on different random images, and you can color them in. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.